June 21, 11:37 a.m. District Court Defendants Lobby number 3. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We are continuing with the second trial, or the first day, second trial, yeah. Phew, that was close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made fears, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks? Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick? You promised you save me. If you lose, me and my sis ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Oh, you are talking about Mystic Mia. Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. June 21, 11:43 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Oh, I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how are you doing? Yes, fine. Sorry about this, didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Name and occupation. I declare what incarnation. Hey judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine? That ain't fine. That's a whip. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Witness account. Only Doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, then we heard... Then bang, we hear the gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take pictures of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for... Yeah, reckon, of course I did. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your pictures to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here is the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Witness account. Okay, first I want to look at the picture again. This angle is weird, right? Or the placement of Maya in there. Okay, only Doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into that room. Hold on, we can't have the defendant testifying against his own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber. But you never knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. We were waiting outside the door, then bang, we heard a gunshot. Was really a gunshot. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix, right? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we listening to the defense testifying? And the world becomes just a little cooler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know, and I tell ya, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Mr. Lawyer broke down the door. So let me get this straight. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down. Yeah, sorry. Why does this feel like I'm in question? No need for apology. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you walked in? Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Are you sure it was the defendant Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please think back to that day one more time. What you're getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This girl, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? I am, well, yeah, see? Order, Miss Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right? Witness, think back to when these two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered that chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. I'm trapped like one again. I swear other than those two there was no one else in that room. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. But that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fay. But there was no one else in there, and you know it? The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rec given. Huh? What in the... Rec given. You know, I reckon that's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Rec given. I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would... Now then, Miss Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Just as a thought, there is nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fay. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstance, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to... If I just let this go... What is it, Mr. White? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove precedent evidence? Your Honor, Mr. White, it is possible that the person in the photo is not the defendant. What? Do you know what you are proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great. Now then, Mr. White, please show the court some proof. Prove this court that the person in this photo is not Maya Fay. Wait. We did like... Yeah, we did like plan out last episode where they were standing, so she shouldn't be standing there. Is there a problem? Oh no, I thought it would work. Oh, yeah. You wonder what an objection with a twist of your wrong sounds like? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I don't follow your logic. Shoot up. Wait, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fay. I didn't say anything about giving up. Yes, or I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you, totally 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for your witness, for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further question, presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. Adara is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia... I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pearls. Her clothes are a bit Anyway, what are you waiting for me, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think careful, one more time. What about what you saw in the channeling chamber? Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray? I was murdered. What? Lotta, at a time like this. Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. You see, there is one final piece of puzzle. Mia, question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. Don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, the court would like to end court exam. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I am afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, it's fine. I'll allow another testimony. A von Kammer's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Mr. Hart, hurry up and give another testimony. Oh well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. You got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was von Kammer's whip that got through to him. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from me. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. So good as you like, as you taste the bitterness of your defense. Well, amuse me with your useless question, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but still I managed to point my camera and take a shot. Two, right? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Mrs. Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can't be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown the other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? The prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma? Miss von Karma, you hiding critical evidence? Unforgivable von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Your Honor, the defense asked the prosecutor von Karma to be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was angry, lost my composure. Miss von Kammer, would you care to explain yourself to this court? Although this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it, that's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, they just so much more trouble than it's worth. I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth. How? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I submit it. That's not Maya. What's this? What is this picture? Oh, it's obvious. The second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off center, but that's what you get with nervous amateurs. I think the important point is the person in this picture. It most definitely not Maya Fey. What's the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that it's not? Okay, Insist it's not. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her body has taken a different appearance. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded place with the defendant. Order. Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Yeah, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're too soft you're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry dessert, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor von Kammer's face. She's smiling. I think you had better continue to worry, Miss von Kammer. What do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like you to take look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center visitors room. This is Miss Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey. But isn't this a different person? She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Unbelievable that she can. Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes in the person she's calling. Miss von Kammer, a word if I may. Mia. Taking pictures of someone during private visits is illegal. Surely you must know that the picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that this person in the picture is not Maya? I can prove it. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. Contradiction? So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. What don't you point... Oh yeah, it's obvious what the problem is, here. I would like to look at the evidence again, but I think it's here. It should be. Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve. But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there, it's suddenly missing. Should be there. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. In that case, then it should be in this picture as well. As from Miss von Kammer, you intend to hide this valuable piece of evidence. You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss von Kammer's face. She got that conceding grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? What incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct had missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska von Kammer ideas of perfect cases quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at this next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in the sleeve. However, in front of this picture, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you got into one shot, right? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for this contradiction. The defendant's sleeves had a bullet hole in it. However, this person is clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. The defense argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered their room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary. So why don't we say you I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did the other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want is to cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this possesses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did the person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough to turn things around even now? To turn things around. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before I broke in the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is a third person had entered it. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof there was someone else room before the murder took place. This. Okay, I already seen it. Thank you. And what is the purpose of this item? Don't you see, Your Honor? I don't think you actually see what you're doing. I think the court, okay. Okay, I think this is the... Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind, after all. One of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is the key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, I agree. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. Oh no. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, this person, the defendant or not, the defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case, how is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy, I never lose a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do, I will get up my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will convene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's all. Court is adjourned. June 21, 1:35, 2 p.m. Wow, that was you, Pearly? You sound missus? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy that for you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. To be continued. Well, this is the end of this episode then. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't. Hope you have a great day, and adios.